Hi, everybody. We welcome you into the United Bank Playbook. Tony Caridi along with the coach of the Mountaineers, Bob Huggins. West Virginia, Texas Tech, Saturday at high noon. Going to have another very nice crowd here for this game, and obviously that kind of raises the energy level. You played them in Lubbock already. You were successful. Didn't shoot it well first half, shot it well second half. What did you learn about Texas Tech? Because they're very much a new team from where they were a year ago.
No, I think they're starting to mirror Tubby's personality. They, Tubby's a very, very competitive guy, and playing his teams over the years, you think maybe you kind of start to put them away a little bit, and they never go away. They keep fighting back, and he's playing a bunch of young guys, and young guys have a tendency to play with a lot of energy. So he's getting a lot of energy out of those guys. I think they've changed some things offensively to try to take advantage of their personnel, which has helped them. And it's going to be like, all the games are. If we don't come to play, it'll be a bad night for us.
What are they doing, do you think, in preparation for your press? How do you think they'll play against the press differently than they did in the first game?
I didn't think our press bothered them as much as it's bothered most people. He plays a lot of guys can handle the ball, and that helps. I mean, that helps considerably. And he plays a lot of guys that can pass the ball. So I think when you have guys that handle it and pass it, it makes it harder to press those people. The people that I think it bothers are the people that rely on one guy, and then when the other guys get it because they haven't had it before and they haven't been in that situation before, I think it helps, or it hurts them. It helps us. Mm-hmm. And he's got a multitude of guys that can handle it and pass it.
They played obviously very poorly against Oklahoma earlier this week, but last Saturday they scored just a massive victory on their home floor against Iowa State. When you go back and watch the Iowa State team, what was the key to the success against them?
They made shots. Gotcher really shot the ball extremely well, and they started making shots out of the gate, and probably really excited. They're playing a highly ranked team, and you start making shots, and now it's, man, we got a chance. And then the Oklahoma game, they didn't make any shots. I think they were 1 for their first 18 or something like that, and that has a tendency to deflate you. And playing an Oklahoma team who really needed to win. They've played the hard part of their conference schedule, but they're probably at a point where, hey, we need to really get this going. So I think it was a combination of them coming off the Iowa State game and a win and particularly with a bunch of young guys, and Oklahoma being really ready to play.
Yeah, I think the one thing we can be sure of is that what happened to them against Oklahoma with Tubby Smith as their coach is not going to happen 2 straight games. They'll have them ready to go. Should be interesting. Near sellout crowd here at the Coliseum, and we invite you to join us. Tip-off is set for high noon. Pre-game coverage on Mountaineers Sports Network Radio begins at 11:30. Along with the coach of the Mountaineers, Bob Huggins, I'm Tony Caridi, and this has been the
United Bank Playbook.